Savannah.
Tasha. Tisha working.
Ethan Wiederhold.
Dominic.
Yes.
I do.
Yes, I do.
To an extent.
Well, right, climate changes naturally. It gets cold, it gets hot.
I believe in like global warming, and I think that all of the like toxins that we put into the environment through like the waste that we have and all that stuff affects the environment.
Well, I watch a lot of documentaries, and the big thing is that the poles are melting, right? And polar bears and all the habitats, all that stuff, it's, you know, it's affecting the world in a negative way. It's not just the poles. Tornadoes are becoming more and more, hurricanes are more aggressive than they've ever been before. So there's something happening. I honestly think that it's the government and the chemtrails. I know that they can't make it happen, but I feel that there's something tied to those chemtrails that we see every day.
Well, there's many factors that go into that. Well, there's evidence, scientific evidence, as well as I honestly do believe there is an impact that the humans do have on the environment.
There's truths and over-exaggerations about it.
Have you looked into any research on it?
I've looked into a little bit both ways, and I just think that both ways are over-exaggerated.
The world does warm naturally.
Do you think it is being heightened by humans? Do you think it's getting worse?
Well, that worse is how can you go and define worse? Because like I
Okay.
said, is it warmer than last year? Yeah, but is it going to be warmer next year?
Okay, well, are the ice caps melting?
Yeah, the ice caps melt when the world warms naturally.
But you're saying naturally, so you don't think humans have affected or increased?
I'm sure they've added to it, but you can't definitively say that the ocean rising, the ice caps melting is all done by humans, because this world goes through a natural cycle of getting colder and getting warmer.
I took a class in college like 5 years ago about it, and then usually like the news or like other people, the president says a lot of fun things about climate change.
There's a lot of resources. I mean, honestly, I do a lot of research through big newspapers like the Washington Post, New York Times, and there is a lot of articles that a lot of people do write for those that I tend to read.
Online, a lot of online stuff, and just news from TV.
Yeah, actually, my second semester at MCC, my professor, PhD in geology, me and him kind of battled with this, and then he actually showed me his research when he was in school about the natural warming of Earth and how some people say it's propagated by humans. I'm sure humans might aid in its natural warming stage, but like I said, you can't go and say, you know, this short of time that, oh, we're for sure the problem there. Just because the world's been around for, say, 4.6 billion years, you know, it's like, all right, I've met you, a tenth of a second has gone by, and I've determined, oh, this is wrong with you. That's essentially what we're doing about, you know, the existence of humans and the modernization of society. I know it's a glimpse of time there that we're extrapolating all this information from.
I mean, weather is like daily, right? And climate is like what the weather is like over a period of time.
Honestly, I do not.
I do believe like there is a difference between climate and weather change. So I think.
What do you think the difference is?
Well, I do believe climate change is an impact where we subtly change from different environments. Say, for example, next 10 years, we might go up in temperature little by little by little. Whereas the weather, the climate weather, I do believe that factors into it, but I do believe climate weather makes natural occurrences like hurricanes, tornadoes, storms like that bigger, and that environment's into the whole environment.
Climate's taking over like preceding time, or whether it's like a localized, smaller thing. Well, it's climate's more kind of years based on a certain area region that climate is there, and so.
No, because I see it living in the Midwest and then moving to California, SoCal, and then moving here. Like I see it. I see how like it gets hotter every summer or it gets colder every winter, and just from all of the things that everybody has to say, from politicians to researchers about it, I think there's no way that you can prove that there's not climate change.
No. It happens in nature. It happened with the Ice Age and all this stuff. It does happen. But it's been thousands and thousands of years since that's happened. So I don't know where we are on that trail in space, but
They got to prove the scientists wrong. I mean, there's a big percentage of more scientists that believe that there is an impact that we are having on the environment as human beings. So if that percentage goes the other way, you know, a lot more people thinking about that, you know, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm open. I'm not going to be naive about, I don't know that's my way or anything like that, though, but I just feel like what I've heard so far, literature about it, though, that it's not 100% convincing of where the causation of you know, sea level is rising. You know, usually people go and post, you know, CO2 outputs, and yeah, we've definitely contributed to that. That's for sure. But you know, is that the main reason, though, that, you know, why the world is warming up? I don't believe so.
More facts rather than just theories.
it can be slowed.
Okay.
I know our carbonation, all that, not carbonation. Yeah, carbonation, carbon dioxide, right? Yeah, carbon dioxide, car pollution, all that stuff factors into it because you can see the smog in LA, for example. It never really rains there. I feel like it has something to do with the pollution there. I don't know. China is the same way. But if we just eliminate cars and not eliminate, but kind of slow down on using that and use public transportation or light rails and stuff like that, then maybe we can slow the process.
I do believe there is ways we can do it and backtrack it. Like Mother Earth does have a natural, just like us, we can heal. So I do believe if we pull back on some of the things that we're emitting into the ozone, carbon emissions, I would say definitely recyclable. We need to change how we package our products and materials. One thing is our habits. If we can change our habits, just like anything, we can in little steps by steps we can do that, and that will definitely little by little help subtly remake the earth back the way it was.
I think emissions is a big one. I think the burning plastic and all that stuff helps it go quicker. I think being eco-smart, being smarter about what we're putting into the earth and atmosphere would help a lot.